Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Alexios of Earth, and welcome to Trails of the Wretched. I downloaded this like a week ago or some shit. I don't remember. Let's get into it. Alright. Also hear any banging in the background. There's construction going on, so... Jesus. The gutter of the ship crashing through a wave wakes you. There's muffled voices above, more than usual for this time of morning. Beside your bed sits the leather case holding your camera. There it will stay, at least until you step onto land. It's time to get up. The world is waiting. Nah, rise and shine, motherfucker. You drag yourself out of bed. 3 hours of sleet, mild nausea, doesn't matter, nothing can stop you. The voices of the men above you yet to cease. Something is definitely happening. You slide off the side of your bed and get dressed. It's colder than usual. Don't forget your coat. So by the way, this game is made by I think the same people that made Spider-Land, if you guys seen that video. But this is a more third-person perspective. You go left for the doors and past the hammocks on the other sailors. They're all empty except up the stairs. You raise your head over the edge to survey the main deck. All the sailors are lying alongside the ship, pointing and shouting. The captain should be around here somewhere. He's right in front of you, leaning against the mast, that shit-eating grin on his face as always. Picture man! Get over here! See what the captain wants. You shuffle over to the captain. It will please you to make... No, we're half a day away from making land. You turn to each of the men, pointing out to sea. Each and every one is a picture of decay and neglect. Stringy hair, bushy beards, uniforms stained. Though the armpits of one sailor, you can make out a gray silhouette of no description jutting out of the horizon. Your destination. Do I sense a lack of faith? You do not doubt the captain. There was never a doubt in my mind that we'd make it. Don't lie to me. The captain turns to look for someone. Weller, throw this scumbag off my ship. Weller's standing off the poop deck, standing so he doesn't hear the captain. See the men I have to work with? Imbeciles and dullards, Lord help me. The captain storms off and begins yelling at the sailors who congregate at starboard side. A collective groan emerges before they slowly disperse, moving back to their assigned tasks. With the men gone, you finally have a good view of your destination. You imagine you'd feel relieved right about now, but you don't feel anything at all. Head back to my cabin and prepare things. There isn't a whole lot to prepare. The only thing you brought with you was your camera and the clothes on your back. You take a seat at the side on the bed and drift away into thoughts of hope and I'm not an English major. A few hours pass, a knock on the door rips you back to reality. Get out here! Your time on this ship is up! You jump off the bed and grab your camera case and head to the hall following the captain. On the main deck, I'm not going to do the whole fucking smoker's voice the whole time. I'm narrating. Running, yelling, pulling ropes. One particularly unstable man appears ready to jump off and swim to shore. Men! Get our guests onto the rowboats and take them to shore. Be quick about it. 3 sailors appear from behind and direct you towards a rowboat in the water beside the ship. One by one, you climb down the ladder and take your place in the rickety vessel. The captain stands atop his ship, looking down at you. Good luck. I've heard this place isn't too friendly to strangers. You'll be careful. I'll be careful. Thanks for getting me this far. I want my portrait hung in a museum for all to see. Can you arrange that? He's referring to the image. That one there. I was gonna tap my monitor, whereas you can't fucking see what I'm doing. This gesture from last week, it was not particularly flattering. Don't mention that last part. I'll see what I can do. The captain doesn't reply. He just laughs, tips his hat before walking away. Row! 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 Shout the sailors in unison. Slowly, the boat veers away from the ship. The silhouette of land you saw earlier comes into view, far more detailed now. You're around 200 meters away from the beach. Beyond that is what appears to be a small town, and even further in the distance are mountains. You suddenly become aware of just how cold it is. The coat you're wearing does little to help. 5 minutes pass before you reach the shore. The men beach the rowboat on the sand and jump out. Give your farewell. Thanks for that. Safe travels. 3 men give you a nod before pushing the rowboat into the sea and heading back to the ship. You're left alone on the beach with the entire world in front of you. Which way now, picture man?
Part 1. The world is my oyster.
Now then. Yep. We can do this, and damn. A lot more free roam than Spiderland. And if it's not by any of the same people, I apologize. But I like this. Alright. Walking up the beach and into the town, a woman appears in front of you, seemingly out of nowhere. Frida. Hi! I'm not gonna do a woman's voice. I do horrible women's voices. Alright. Hi. Hello. I was sitting by the pier and saw you coming this way, so I thought I ought to see what was up. Yes, I'm giving her a Welsh accent because I think I'm funny. She points to her right, where an old and decrepit pier sticks out into the water. You come from the ship over there? Yes. That is correct. Well, it's nice to meet you. She holds out her hand for you to shake. I shake her hand. I'm polite. Likewise. She gives you a warm smile. Smile. Her eyes are tired but friendly. Find out who she is. Well, I can just use the keys. I don't have to use my mouse. Okay, thank God. Mind if I ask who you are? Oh yes, apologies. I should have told you about this first. My name's Frida. My husband runs the general store over there. She points to an old wooden building facing the ocean. A stiff breeze could blow it out any moment, you think. There's a man sitting on the bench next to the door. Her eyes are set on you. His eyes are set on you. Wave to the man. You hold your hand up. The man does not return the gesture. You will remember this transgression. Ask about him. Who's that man sitting over there? That's my husband? Why am I Swedish? That's my husband. Don't mind him. He spends most of his time there. Be nice about the scary man. He seems nice. In a way. Now, as much as I'd love to keep talking about myself, I must ask some questions about you. It's not every day a stranger just washes up on our shore. Question time. Yippee. Questions away. You haven't had visitors to this town in weeks. Sorry if I seem suspicious, but what exactly are you doing here? I'm a photographer. I've been sent by the king of my country and captured the new world and all the people in it. Very straightforward, really. So we're English. Or Spanish, or French. But probably English. You must be important then. I'm not so sure you've landed in the best town to photograph, though. What could she mean? Really, why would you say that? Well, there aren't too many people here. Most of them left years ago. Either the east or the mountains searching for the gold, or the big river down south. I really like doing that voice. It's really stupid sounding. I should do that in one of my skit videos. Ugh. Outlander series, watch it please. I love doing that stuff. But you haven't left. You're still here. She glances toward the general store where her husband sits, still staring. There's the place for everyone in the world, and mine is here. Where is my place in the world? Behind your camera. Say, before you go off on your adventure, like the objective of taking my photograph, it would make me gay. I'm gay. Object. Because you're a cunt. I'm not. No, she's nice. Don't object. It'll be my pleasure. Really? Oh, thank you, thank you. Adjusts her posture and begins practicing posing. Do your job. Let's take it to the end of the pier with the ocean in the background. You pull your camera out of its case and unfold the tripod. Frida is standing at the end of the pier, ready. Slowly, you slide the dry plate in the back of the camera, then look through the lenses to make sure everything is ready. Take the picture. You remove the cover of the lens and wait. The wind dies down and everything in the world is still. Is it done? I'm getting cold standing out here. Don't move a muscle till I say so. She does exactly that. 10 seconds pass and the negative is done. You can move now. She runs back up the pier and to stand beside you. Can I see the picture? Oh, no, sorry. Can I see the picture? I've never had my photo taken before. Oh, she doesn't know how photography works. Lay her down easy. Well, you see, Frida, I needed to keep the dry plates in their casings for the time being, so I'm afraid it isn't possible right now at this very moment. At the right plate? You've lost me?
Explain in great detail.
It's a small plate of glass. Sorry, that's my character. It's a small pane of glass covered in gelatin. You slide it in the back of the camera, and when the lens cap is removed, the glass is exposed to light, creating an image to surface. That's what you saw me doing when I took the cap off the lens. And why I told you not to move. If you moved, the image would have turned out blurry.
Keep going, you love talking about this shit.
I keep the dry plates inside their cases until I get to a very dark room, where they'll be transferred onto paper. If I took them out with their cases before, then the photographs would be overexposed and look thoroughly unnatural, or worse, some photographers prefer to develop their rooms immediately after the exposure, but that requires a horse and cart to carry all of the required tools and whatnot. So they're saying I can't see the picture? Correct. Yes. No, yeah, no, you cannot see the picture, sorry. The smile on Frida's face quickly fades. You ruined the day of the first person you've met. Well done. Oh? Well, that's okay. Try to make her feel better. Well, when I develop it, I'll try and get a copy sent to you. It might take a while, that's all. That would be nice, thank you. The words don't mask your disappointment. Time to go. I think I better be off. It was nice to meet you, Frida. I'll be seeing you. You should drop by my store and speak to my husband before you leave town. He'll be able to help you with some things, I'm sure of it. Sounds like a good idea. I'll do that. Goodbye for now, Frida. You walk into the pier toward the town. Waves crash into the rocks, spraying mist into the air. A crow caws in the distance. Huh? Oh, the general store. Is it this button? Yes. The man sitting out the side... the man sitting out the front watches you approach. Doesn't bother to hide his look of disdain. Yeah, that's Frida's husband. Shoot him a smile. You whine your teeth and give him a show of... because person does not change. Unless you're Frida's husband. You're Frida's husband. Should I should talk to you before I leave.
What do you want?
Every syllable of a sentence oozes with contempt. I'm a photographer. I'm just going around introducing myself.
Why would I care about that? It's a general store. Are you buying?
What do you... Well, what does he even sell? I don't know. What you got?
Food, booze, clothing. If you ain't buying, then fuck off.
It's freezing. Do you have a coat?
I do. We got money for it.
You don't. What sort of money do they even use here? Give him a coat, Jane. He'll freeze to death if you let him leave him without one. Frida's down by the water watching you. Jean's gaze pierces your skull. He doesn't seem to take any notice of Frida's suggestion.
Stay with my wife, you got it?
Does he think I'm trying to fuck as well? You got it, bud. I got it.
You really got it?
I got it. Back to the coat, please.
You'll get your damn coat.
He gets out of his chair and walks into the store behind him. Stand there waiting. I'm sorry about him. She shouldn't be apologizing. Don't apologize. Before she can reply, Gina returns from the store. Frida walks off to sit by the ocean again.
Here's your coat, now fuck off.
A word in possession of one. You are now in possession of one fluffy coat. Wear it with pride. Thanks, Jean. Thanks, Jean. He gives you a grunt, and that's that. You take the steps off the porch. Frida's still by the rocks, staring out to sea. You get the impression he spends a lot of time there. As you walk past, she turns and gives you a smile. You return it. You got your coat. Now it's high time. You gotta move on. There's an entire world out there to be photographed. Saloon. Church. Let's go to the saloon. In front of you stands a derelict building with the word saloon painted across the front wall. The windows on either side of the door reveal nothing about the innards of the establishment. You're here now. What's stopping you from going inside? Maybe you'll learn something worthwhile or find someone interesting to photograph. You push through the swing doors and enter. The place is a dive. Survey the room? I'm not gonna fucking leave just because. There are a total of 3 people in the saloon. Business is booming, apparently. At the bar, a man in a tattered suit lies alone, clearly inebriated. In front of him are numerous empty bottles of liquor. In the back corner, a man is lying face down at the table, sleeping. It's oddly serene. The third person is the barman, currently in possession of a cleaning glass. No one seemed to notice you enter. We'll talk to the barman. It is unbearably uncomfortable stool. Ah, crap. Wait. Hey. I know I snapped. I would never fucking snap to a service worker. That is such an asshole move. This is like the, what, the 1910s? 1890s? Who the fuck? Well, that's the queen. There's no king at that point. What even is this timeline for this? Whatever. Continues washing the glass. Try again. Hello? He's not gonna talk to you. He won't talk to anyone. Give it up. Get over here and let's talk. Says the barfly, apparently. You slide off your stool and sit on the stool next to the barfly. The fuck are you? Give him the short version. He does not need a long one. I'm here on a mission. Shut your mouth. I'm not interested. Okay then, asshole. He grabs the glass bottle in front of him, takes a considerably large sip. That's not a sip, that's a gulp. The man smells of death and cigars. It doesn't look much better either. The fuck's your name? What's your... I've got some things I need to say. Understand important things I want heard. I'm gonna listen. Sure. I'm listening. Now it's simple, real fucking simple. None of this matters. He makes a broad gesture with his arms. We're all on the train to nowhere. Oh, he's a Doom man. Alright, got it. I fucking hate Doom folk. Like, god damn it. Another sip from the bowl, then silence. The secrets of the universe has been unraveled. You know, I think I get it now. Yeah? Yeah. Death is drinking the air. I'll drink to that. You get the impression this barfly would like to get off the train. Why? Something terrible happened to him. Why are we asking the fucking narrator? Or is it something he did? Man takes one final sip from the bar before slamming the bar. It shatters in his hand. Motherfucker. His hand is covered in blood. It drips onto the floor beneath him. What the hell, bro? Why'd you do that? Not the dumbest thing I've done. Not even close. Yeah, I've seen enough. It's not anything. You slide off the stool and walk out the door. Behind you, the blouse to himself. The air is freezing. The coat you got from the gym helps a little. Yeah, at that point, it's not worth trying to talk to that man. I'm not a religious man, so... Okay, so let's go to church. Atop the hill before you sits a small church. There's a man outside the front. Judging from his outfit, he's a priest, preacher, or some other missionary person. I had the rest bit there, because whatever. You walk up the hill to meet him. The wind almost knocks you over as you approach. Careful now. The gusts here are deadly. Before you stands an entirely unremarkable man. His hair flicks about in the wind. Come inside. This is no place to hold a conversation. You follow him inside the church. The wind becomes muffled and eerie ambience envelops you. Welcome to Cascade. Cascade? Compliment the church. Thanks for inviting me inside your lovely church. It isn't at all lovely. But you keep that to yourself. But internal damnation wait for those who highlight the architectural flaws presented to the house of God. Best not to tempt such forces. Cascade? Cascade, is that the name of the church? No, that's the name of this little town here. Did no one tell you that? No one told me. It's a nice name for a town, though. Indeed it is. But a shame. Fuck, this guy's Swedish, too. Indeed it is, but... Yeah, potato. Okay, indeed it is, but it's a shame very few people know about it. We have much to offer to you. Yeah, I changed it. Fuck, let's go. Country. Let's do a country accent for him. Hang on a minute. This town seems to have a population of less than 7 people. What exactly does a priest do? Forgive me answer, but do many people go to this church? But priest thinks for a moment if they need to think. It's a low fucking answer. Jean and Frida stop by regularly. I trust you've already met them. There are others from out of town who visit on occasion. A brief pause. But a church is not a business. It is a house of God. And the house of God is open to everyone at all times. 2 people, 100 people, it does not matter. See if he knows the barfly. Does that man from the saloon come by at all? I assume you're referring to 6. He came once, although it was in the dead of night. I woke up to the sound of yelling and found him sprawled out in one of the pews weeping. I admit to be slightly out of my element, and I refrained from speaking to him at all times. At the time, all I could do was really sit and wait. After all, he got up, thanked me, and left. Shouldn't the priest help good people like him? I even tried helping him. He clearly needs it. I have tried. I have visited him many times at the saloon he calls home. I'm afraid to say it, but there isn't anything I can do. Everything I have tried to say to him, anything I tried to explain, it was all a wasted breath. He does not want to be saved. Yeah, at that point, yeah, I've seen a lot of poor souls. At that point, just let them perish. Yeah, I get that impression as well. Some people just resign themselves to pain. They wallow in it. Maybe there's comfort in sadness, but I do not know. How do you even respond to that? I'd like it if we ended this line of conversation. It is not befitting of a man in my position to be saying such things. You're not in agreement. Yeah, it's not chill to do that. Is there anything else I can help you with, besides gossiping about the inhabitants of this town? Any advice? I'll be leaving town soon. Do you have any advice before I leave? I'd recommend staying close to the beaten path. A lot of this land is still uncharted, and no one coming to look for you if you go missing. Which direction are you planning to go? North. The only real settlement north here is Coffin Town. I don't know a whole lot about it, besides the fact as a sheriff there is something of a reputation. It isn't my place to talk about such things, though. Just watch your back. If you're there, for whatever reason. What else is up there? Anything east of Coffin Town? Mostly trees and snow. There's Black Lake, and that's all about it. You don't get many travelers coming from that direction either, so it's hard to get any real information about what's out there. I suspect it's about the same. Seems intriguing or ominous. Truthfully, your best bet is to head south. The north is an inhospitable hellscape, home only to deviants and crackpots. You will not find God up there. Deviants and crackpots sounds like a place to be. Does not respond. Reaching us does not approve. Agree. Anything else I can help you with? Your mind produces no more questions. Then go with God. You walk up the aisle and back of the God is not with you. Thank you for that. But anyway, let's. This next for photograph. You pull your camera out of its case and unfold the tripod. The wind almost blows everything over. You slide the dry plate into position. After a bit of adjusting, everything is ready. Take the photo. Off comes the lens cap. You sit and wait for the image to expose carefully, holding the tripod steady in the breeze. Your fingertips yearn for the warmth of the coat's pocket. Suddenly, a woman steps into frame. Don't move. Don't say a thing. She has a gun. Do what she says. Fuck the gun. The picture is ruined. This is a disaster. You have any idea what you've done? What did I just say? Is it so hard to shut your fucking mouth? She has a gun and she's pointing it at your head, player. And I'm just sitting there like, you ruined my shot. The woman steps forward and inspects the camera. The gun stays directly pointing at your face. You place the cap back in the lenses and hope she doesn't notice. You're a long way from home. She turns to face you. Got any money on you? Nope. Pity. Where are you going? Everywhere. I'm going to be traveling all around the continent. I'm from a photographer. Stop. I don't want your life story. Whenever you were going to do, cancel that. You're coming with me up north. Okay. Where exactly are you going? To Coffin Town. I've got some business there. Yes, making her sound like a hick. Does she ever? What the fuck do you need me for? Oh, you know. You don't. You don't press on because you're a pussy. I'll be honest with you. Why is she still pointing the gun at you? Are you about to die? I'm a little new to this whole outlaw thing. One step with the trigger and you're dead, yeah? It's all stands to you in the great unknown. It isn't easy being on the run all the time. What will your last words have been? What are you leaving behind? That's why I'll go north, away from civilization. Did you contribute anything to society? Will the world be any worse than when you're gone? There's less people out there, and I've heard the people who are there keep their mouths shut. So I think that's my safest bet. Would anyone really care if you died? What do you think? Do it again. Are you there? You open your eyes, the gun is pointed at your head. I asked, what do you think? What was it about? I was fucking daydreaming. Why the hell are you pointing the gun at me? I was trying to make sure you wouldn't run off. Seemed like it worked well. Why didn't you just talk to me? You could just talk to me like an old person. I didn't know who I was speaking up to. For all I know, you could have been a lawman. The gun is just a security measure. People tend to show their true natures when they're in the barrel of a revolver pointed directly at their forehead. Yeah, that's kind of stupid. Well, I just told you we're going to head to Coffin Town. Are you even listening? I need to do my job. I'm not going with you. You're going with me because I have a gun, and that's how this whole thing works. When you put it like that, I think you're seeing you can't pull that trigger. As for my reasoning, I'm taking you with me because I need to blend in with you in my side and I'm bound to draw far less attention. No one suspects someone of your nature to be harboring a wanted criminal. Why are we even going north? Oh, no, they're going west and we're swimming. East and we're in the wilderness. South I'm in big, big trouble. Trouble? Gets you publicly executed. She ain't no murderer. Robbery? Try again. Damn. Murder? Bingo. Okay, so she can kill. That's bad. So I would have had my brains blown out if I was in this position. Nah, my job's too important. I'm not going with you. Just putting a bullet in your cranium. Would you prefer that? Maybe some days, but not today. Yep. No. Fine, I'll go with you. I want to get my fucking brains blown out. Great. You glance at your camera sitting on the tripod and back at you. Don't look so dejected. Hey, if it makes you feel better, still do your photography thing while you're with me. You just have to do as I say. It really isn't that bad. Maybe she's right. How are you going to explain this when you get back home? If you get home at all. I have a gun, but I want this little relationship of ours to be one based on mutual respect. Look to me as your bodyguard. If you gone out into the world alone, you probably won't know wound up dead. Her voice trails off. In a bad way, I won't go into detail. No details necessary. Sufficient to say you're better off with me by your side. Yeah, we get it. As long as you don't shoot me. I say this is mutual respect. I won't shoot you as long as you don't give me a reason to shoot you. Yeah, but you're a fucking redneck based on the voice I've given you, so... Oh, God. Keep your calm. She doesn't want to shoot you. You'll be fine. But she will if she has to. Put your camera away. We need to get going. Yeah, fuck off. By the way, my name is Lucine. Be friendly, not cool. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Are you ready? Let's go. He grabs you by the coat as you notice. He says, that way I'll be right behind you. Onward your march. Alright. So, yep. That is how we're going to end it off for today. If you want to see the rest of this game and see all the other photography pictures they got, all the other achievements you can get in this game, it's just you find them yourself. I'll see you all next time. This has been Alexios of Earth. Bye!